A group of environmental organizations, along with retired federal wolf biologists, have sued the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service today for failing to develop a plan for the Mexican gray wolf. Reporter Kayla Wall joins us with more on these developments.
Groups have been pushing for 38 years to get a plan. A recovery plan would help to rebuild the wolf population and is required under the Endangered Species Act. I spoke to a member of one organization at the forefront of this lawsuit.
You have to map out what it needs to survive and thrive.
For nearly 40 years, U.S. Fish and Wildlife has been responsible for preparing a Mexican gray wolf recovery plan.
That means mapping out areas where it can live. That means giving it full protection under the Endangered Species Act. And in the case of wolves, that's extremely important.
The Center for Biological Diversity says U.S. Fish and Wildlife hasn't done enough, even though Arizona Game and Fish has placed tracking collars and numbers on 59 wolves to date.
For purely political reasons, they've been dragging their feet on this issue for many, many years. And without that kind of a plan, then it's more of a piecemeal approach, what we're seeing right now with the states managing wolves, and that's been a disaster.
They are looking for a plan outlining where the wolves will go, how they'll get there, and how they will thrive there.
There is a place for wolves, but there's a place for wolves in balance with all other species. And so what we're trying to do is find that balance between all the stakeholder needs.
As of November 1st, Arizona Game and Fish has documented 40 pups produced in the wild in this year alone, and a rewrite of a 30-year-old recovery plan is underway.
Ideally, we get a recovery plan in place that's based on the best available science, and it leads us down a path where wolves have a chance to exhibit their normal behaviors and recover areas where they always used to live for thousands and thousands of years.
I reached out to Randy Saraglio today about the filed lawsuit against the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And he said that a clear, science-based recovery plan could prevent the Mexican gray wolf from extinction and ultimately, quote, put it on a path toward health and prosperity. Randy Saraglio is a conservation advocate with the Center of Biological Diversity, which is one of the organizations behind the lawsuit. I'm Kayla Wall, Cronkite News.